Well, guys, it's day 5. Winter cut. Didn't have school today, so we had work this morning and mowed the lawn this afternoon. Now we get to go to the gym, and afterwards we're gonna do the ice bath. Today we're gonna do back. I saw a video. Sorry, now it's lighter. Saw a video that was promoting assisted pull-ups, how they should absolutely blow your lats up. So we're gonna focus on those. We're gonna do those alongside of one of our similar back routines with the lat pull downs and the lat pull downs and the row variations, as well as traps. We need to work traps today. My traps are feeling a little bit funky I've become more paranoid with my unevenness in my arm and my left arm and my right arm. Because anytime I work out with this arm, I feel it in my shoulder. I'm holding if I go like this with both hands, my shoulder starts to feel like it's being exercised. Even when I'm doing like bicep or just preacher curls or extensions, tricep extensions, I feel like my rear to middle my rear and side delt are being worked. They don't hurt. It feels like it's literally being worked, like as if I was doing lateral raises on top of curls or tricep extensions. So I might go get that checked out one of these days. Until then, we're just gonna keep toughing through it. It's quite a nice night, actually. It's about 6 o'clock on Monday night. Sunset's going down nice. We're gonna do cardio again today. I got my ankle brace, feeling a little bit better. I got some new motivation because we're gonna do abs as well, and I'll explain that in a second. Yesterday I had youth group, and for youth group we plan out trips, youth trips. That it's sort of a mission trip focused around the youth, and they announced where we were going. And there were some trips like Oregon, Washington, Iowa, New York, a spot in Michigan, and Mexico. I've gone on the Mexico trip now for 3 years, and I plan on going to it for this year as well. I love that trip. Hopefully, come summertime, since I plan on this channel still being up, hopefully I can show you guys a little bit what it's like. It really is one of my all-time favorites. Second only to this trip that is only once every other year. And I found out that we are doing this trip again. It's a spring break trip rather than a summer trip. And it's to Puerto Rico. Now, I have some history with the trip in Puerto Rico. I first started talking to my first ever girlfriend on that very trip. And when the leaders announced that we were going back, she made it clear that she was going. Everybody that wanted to go made it clear that they wanted to go. So it's not really a big deal. I feel as though I've matured enough that it shouldn't be a problem. However, there's this little guy in the back of my head that I want to be in show shape by spring break. So I just cut about a month off a month and a half off of what I was going to my original plan was. So I'm going to go down from trying to lose 2 pounds a week to now try to lose 3 to 4 pounds. That way, subconsciously, she sees a huge difference. I don't know why it means so much to me, but it's not going to be an issue. I just subconsciously want to prove it to her and myself how much I've changed, how much I've grown. Because when I met her, I was a little bit, still a little bit pudgy, not super big as far as working out wise. And now I have an opportunity to show how much I've changed through my physique. So that's my new goal. It's not working towards the show. The show is secondary now to spring break, which I don't think there's anything really wrong in trying to achieve my goals faster. In fact, I think it's probably a good idea. I mean, I've been dragging this. I see all these people that have gone from 300 plus pounds to super lean and jacked in 14 months. So I realize that I'm just not trying hard enough. My exercise routine and my sleep schedule could improve, but my exercise routine is it's top notch for my skill level. But my diet has always just been not the greatest. I like food too much. I'll be honest, I do. I like food. Food it's fun to eat, but again, that's human nature, and I've got to cut down on that. So today, I'm only at 1,000 calories, and I feel good. I just ate a little bit of food beforehand. I got to double check my calories. I just realized that yesterday's video, I forgot to put the FitnessPal thing, so if I remember, I'll put it right there. I'm supposed to be eating like 3,000, just under 3,000, 2,900 something, but I'm going to shoot for 15 to 2, 15,000, 1,500 to 2,000. That's my new goal. I don't really care what else happens. So I've been procrastinating on this goal for a while. Back before it's a cop. After my girlfriend left me in what will be a year ago in a couple of weeks, my goal was to have abs, to have visible abs, to be cut and in shape by August. And this August, I was not in shape. In fact, somebody asked me on my trip in August on the beach, dude, are you on a bulk or something? And I had already been cutting for almost 8 months. So that's not going to happen. And then after that, my goal was to have abs by senior trip, which is in May, I think it's in May or beginning of June. Why is this driver going so slow? And then it was the show, which is in early May, I believe. I hope it is. I hope it does not conflict with my senior trip, because that would really suck. But I'm not going to find out, because it's just one less thing. It's just going to be one other excuse that pops into my head. Oh, well, you're not going to be able to go to the show anyway, so it doesn't really matter. And I'll stop training as intense. So the new focus is to have abs by spring break. And I'm going to commit to that. I've seen it done. I know it's possible. And it's going to happen, guys. It is going to happen. And to keep the calories low, keep the protein high, keep the cardio up. I'm hoping that basketball is a big cardio booster. Basketball, I'm going to try to run and lift after basketball every night, as well as shoot more, because I want to become the best basketball player, get the most playing time. because I have some tough competition this year. And I'm hoping that cardio from running all the time in basketball is going to help me slim down. Because now that I have a base, I'll look at the basketball. I played basketball my sophomore year. I took a year off last year because my girlfriend broke up with me and I was depressed and I wanted to go in the gym and become better, bigger. But the year before that, sophomore year, so 2 years ago, I played. And if I look at the film from then, I can see that I had that skinny fat look. I didn't really have any muscle underneath it. And now I feel like I built myself a base to build on, to cut on. And that's the goal. So we're going to hit hard. We're going to get abs just about every day, cardio every day, ice bath, cardio every day except Sunday. I can't be doing that Sunday. We need a rest day anyways. Abs and back today. That's the big thing. I'm just pulling into the gym now. We're gonna see what it looks a little bit busier, so I'm not sure if I'm gonna film a whole lot. I'll film some, don't worry. But we're gonna focus on not losing intensity because I'm trying to film. I don't want to lose my intensity because I'm distracted trying to get good angles and worry about what I'm saying and worry about saying something instead of just awkwardly being silent. That's a nice Cadillac. We're just going to go and hit back. Maybe we'll hit deadlifts if we're feeling good. I've got all my straps, my lifting straps. I got a bottle for pre-workout for my cat so I can get some creatine. And the gym does look pretty dang full tonight. I guess it is rush hour. It does not feel like rush hour. I totally forgot that it was not. It feels so much later. I'm half tempted to do a run beforehand. He's already on the assisted. I think I'll just go and start with whatever. I'll start with abs. I'll hit some abs first, guys. I think I'll be able to film abs pretty good. So, see you guys inside.
Test. Turns out, guys, I can't listen to music and record at the same time, which is a bummer because I was really looking forward to that. But the gym is too crowded right now, so I don't know that I'm going to get any abs filmed right now. I need all my focus on that today. So, but I'll see you if the gym thins out. If we can get some clips in, I'd like to record some stuff for Instagram. So we're gonna try our best. All right, guys. Well, here we are. We're gonna walk this first lap, get warmed up, so I can talk a little bit. Gym was all right. My shoulder's definitely acting up, which is a bummer. And I really need to get it fixed. I tried stretching it. Felt a little bit better after stretching, but I'm still not sure about it. Like I said in the car, big focus for me right now is cutting fat, losing weight. I have a chiseled six-pack by spring break. That's not a completely out of this world goal. It's about 5 months, 4 months. December, January, February, or half of November, December, January, February, half of March, so 4 months. 16 weeks shouldn't be an issue. Just gotta really cut down on calories. I'm gonna lose some muscle. I know I am, but muscle is easier to regain after you've gotten it once. And really now this one thing is just clouding my mind, is getting cut by spring break. That's all I really care about at this point now. want to impress myself, impress others. I finally bought my first crypto today. Immediately saw it drop about $1.50. Now I've been watching it come up and down. I didn't buy a whole lot. I just wanted to see what happens to it and when to buy and what the deal is. But I did that. I think if I can get a good gist of it, I can succeed pretty good at it. One thing for you guys got to remember, you don't succeed unless you're constantly putting in work. Today, at work, I was editing videos and watching real world lessons. Then I went up to do something and came back and decided I need a break. I started scrolling. Looked at the clock, it'd been 45 minutes already. You can't take breaks. Not if you want to succeed. The only way to become successful, truly successful, is putting in work all day, every day, to the fullest ability. Doesn't matter if you don't feel like it. You don't become rich by only doing things when you feel like it. I'm gonna let you guys go till the ride home, but just remember, stay at it, no breaks. Well, guys, day 5 complete. I need some water. Pretty solid workout. Sorry you guys didn't see a whole lot. The gym was packed. I'm talking like I had to, hold on, double check my mic's on. Okay, it's on. Basically had to wait for most of the machines. I started off with decline sit-ups. So on the decline bench, I go all the way down and come up and squeeze. And then I superset that with bent over Smith machine barbell rows. As well as, what is that? As well as Smith machine shrugs. And then I hit regular dumbbell traps, assisted pull-ups for quite a few sets actually. That one really does give a pretty good squeeze if you can hang on. I ended up using my wrist straps to left rear jar. Ended up using my wrist straps to hold on longer. Like I said in my short little running video, my shoulder and trap is absolutely a pain. I think, as much as I hate to do it, I think I'm gonna have to go see my physical therapist again. There's nothing really wrong with physical therapy. I just feel like it's such a waste of time. Because it's out of the way. It takes up time when I could be working out. I just give me the exercises I have to do. We'll check in for half an hour and call it good. Don't make me sit there for 2.5 hours to do your little rubber band thingies. But it is definitely becoming an issue in everything. It wasn't so much before, but I think I'm gonna see if I can't get an appointment next week sometime. But basketball's coming up. I have to see if I can get one on Friday then.
So we're gonna do what we're gonna do. I might just say screw it and deal with it till after basketball and just not work out. No, I really need to get checked out. Just because, yeah, even though I'm a guy, it doesn't mean I gotta tough everything out. If something's genuinely wrong, you feel that something is genuinely wrong, don't be scared to go ask for help. Ask for a second opinion on what's going on. Don't think that you're weak or you're a wimp just because you go to physical therapy or you see a doctor for something. It's not a bad thing. Sometimes you need to go see a professional because otherwise you're not going to know what's going on, and then it could be something serious, or it could become something serious. So if you ever have something like that, just go get it checked out. It's really not that big of a deal. It'll give you better insight, a better idea of what your next move is, and you can go from there. Got a good 1.5 mile run in. Show you on my run app. I think that's by Under Armour. I use it. Got it recommended by some of my cross-country friends, and it works. It just keeps track of where you run, how far, and how long it takes you. Hoping to get back into competing against myself for that, competitively running, not against other people, but just, against the clock, against my own times, against myself. Because the faster I can run, the better shape I'll be in, the more fat I'll lose, because my metabolism will get higher. Goal for the rest of the night is to jump in the ice bath, watch some more real world episodes or classes perhaps, get to bed on time, and not snack. I don't want to eat at all tonight for the rest of the night. I have to log a couple more. I gotta log one more meal in. That's not true. I'm gonna have I calculated a small meal just to keep my stomach full. Keep it filled, not full. I don't want to go to bed on a full stomach, but if I go to bed on an empty stomach, I start to get heartburn. I know that sounds like an excuse, but it doesn't take much food, so I don't need a whole lot of food. And I'm going to work on not making it a cookie or a brownie or string cheese, whatever, just to eat something, a little bit of protein. It's going to fill me up. Another thing I got to start eating a lot more corn. Doesn't have a whole lot of super good nutritional value, but it's low on calories and it is very filling. And if you can keep yourself full with not a lot of calories, well, then you're not going to get hungry and eat a whole bunch of food. So you'll keep your calories down. So I forgot to mention, I think I'm at I ate some eggs before I left for the workout. So if I estimate that whole thing at 500 calories, which is way above, I should still be at like 1,700 calories. I don't know, we'll put it right here, see what it is when I get home. Nothing I worked on. I listened to a podcast on Andrew Tate. Yeah, I know, here we go, Andrew Tate again, right? But he has some good things to say, especially when it comes to making money and improving yourself. So I do listen to him. And this is not purely from Andrew Tate. This is something my English teacher told me, and Andrew Tate just reminded me of it. Because back in speech class, we were only allowed a certain amount of ums and likes and pauses. And Andrew Tate reminded me, he was talking about how he was on a podcast. And every time after the podcast, he would just be so mad at himself because he said too many times, or he took a long pause. And so I'm really going to work on that because I think it's a better flow in the video. And obviously there's some places for a pause, right? You can't have a full flow, otherwise it drags itself on and then you don't quite get the full message because it's just droning. And I don't want to drone. I want to make concise, helpful statements. And of course, I don't want to say the wrong things. So sometimes if I pause, it'll be taking a drink, or I'll be thinking, because I don't want to say the wrong thing. So if I just give myself a couple seconds to think of what I'm going to say, or I take a drink, and while I'm drinking, I'm thinking of what I'm going to say. Is that a bird pooped on my windshield, and I just got my car washed today? That makes me mad. Speaking of, I gotta clear this thing out again. Vacuum bit. I just gotta take the boxes out, all the trash, everything that doesn't need to be in here. Oh, and I gotta put my subs on Facebook Marketplace. I bought a 12-inch sub with an amplifier, and it was cool for the first week, but there's no reason for it. I don't need it. Especially now that I'm not even listening to music in the car most of the time. It's kind of just a flex that I don't really need it, because the only time I use it is, like I said, when I'm trying to impress somebody, and it takes up so much space in my trunk that I found. I didn't think I needed it because I thought, oh hey, this is a big enough trunk already as it is. The other day I had to shove all my bags in the back so I could fit people in the back seat. And it would have been real helpful if I didn't have a sub back there. Ended up packing it full. So I'm going to put that on Facebook Marketplace. See if I can get somebody to come buy it. Video yesterday went pretty good for the ice tub. What do you guys think of the vertical versus horizontal for that part? I liked it a lot because it looks better for the shorts. I don't think it looks super bad on the regular YouTube. I think you guys can understand. But I realized there's a light right above it, and I thought that light would be a good thing right there because that way you guys can actually see me. But I think it gives kind of a silly look, a glared look. I really need a better camera because my camera is, it's decent. I don't have the money for like a Canon or a fancy camera, and I don't know if iPhones are any better, because if I look at day one, not the very first day, but consistent day one, the second day one, I might just delete the first day one, honestly. Just, there's no reason for it. It's just kind of in the way. It's just kind of a proof of my failure. So day one, when I did it earlier in the day, you could see pretty stinking good. I don't know if I want. The thing is, I don't have the time always to come back to my house, take an ice bath video, and then go to the gym. So I'm just gonna have to deal with it now and see if I can find small ways to improve. But I thought about changing the title to, instead of 100 days, I plan on doing it consistently for probably close to the rest of my life, because it's just good for you. Obviously there's going to be times where I can't, but I want to do it every day, take no breaks until either Jordan Ferrone, Evan Merger, or It's Grit comments on my video because those are three of my biggest inspirations for doing the ice bath. They were the ones that Evan Merger I followed since he did a ice bath every day for 365 days, I think. And then he stopped posting about it, but he kept doing it. But I think I followed him since day like 11, and I followed through his whole journey. He ended up getting sponsored by Young LA. He also got sent a cold plunge, the brand Cold Plunge, which is it's basically the jacuzzi of cold tubs. It keeps the water flowing and keeps it colder. So that would be amazing if something like that happened. I think I need to post consistently more. And I think it's just time, really. I look at all these other accounts that have less similar amount of posts. Really, not a similar amount of posts, but I look at my Instagram and it's all of my videos are, they have, I think the most I have is 6 likes on a post. And I don't know what else. I think I just need to stay consistent. Hopefully, I'll gain some traction somewhere. TikTok, I think I have six followers, which is up since last time. And YouTube, I have 11 followers. One of them is my youth group leader, and I just realized now that he heard everything I said about the trip. So, you know who you are. It's not going to be an issue. Don't worry about it. I'll be okay if you go on that trip. But yeah, I'm going to go get ready for the ice bath. See you in a bit. This is day 3 of taking an ice bath every single day for the next 100 days. We're going to do 3 minutes again in the ice bath today. And like always, we're going to enjoy it. Timer set for 3 minutes. We're going to get right into it. The most valuable thing in life is time. Time is the one thing that you cannot get back after you've lost it. Don't waste your time. Use it for good. Go outside. Go enjoy your life. Make the most of it. Make good relationships with others, because the time you spend with them may not last forever. There's only 2 things guaranteed in life, and that's death and taxes. So in between birth and death, we need to make the most of what we have. Love one another. Be kind. Appreciate the little moments that you have. Don't waste your time with meaningless things like scrolling on TikTok and Instagram. Use that to better yourself or to enjoy with others. Because once that time is gone, you can never get it back. For my YouTube, kind of shivery today. I don't know why. The water's not any colder than it was yesterday. It's probably like low 40s. I just got the shivers today. To the 11 subscribers that I have, thank you. You're kind of keeping me going right now. Every time I see I got an extra one, I'm so excited. Today was a good day. We got stuff done. It was productive. Time's up. Time to go under.
See you guys tomorrow. Okay, YouTube. We're gonna try and back it up a little bit this time so we can better lighting. Okay. Have a good day. See you guys tomorrow.